should never come back to their Senate. But to her, well, until then, right? But for now, he's not going to bow. He's not going to apologize because she's done nothing wrong. They've already muddled up the entire investigation. It's already more or less like a systemic protection for Akpabiole. However, while the crowd were outside dragging with the security, the police, underpaid policemen. So while they were there dragging, right, others got kind of like into the building. By then, there was another video, quick one, to at least show that no, Natasha is, our office is ready, everything is fine, and blah, blah, blah. So she got into the office, and then she spoke. That's the second clip you are going to watch. Let's go back to Dr. Abuja.
Which press is this?
Sorry?
Which press is this? CBC News. Getting where I'm talking about. This search was slightly different. You would have not to see me working on your desk to just prove that your office is functional. Ma'am, sorry, interesting. Just to prove that you are back.
Look this way.
It's actually
Give her a chance.
in retrospect, it's actually amazing how much we have had to face.
Let's give our public.
It's actually amazing how much we have had to face and survive in the past 6 months. And most of it happened to the full glare of Nigerians. From the unjust suspension to the recall. We survived the recall. We survived the blockage of roads and waterways into Kogi that we had to fly in using the helicopter. We survived the blackmail from the so-called woman from the crazy lady on Facebook. Yeah, it's amazing what we had to survive. And I give God Almighty the glory and my deepest appreciation to the good people of Kogi Central, Kogi State, and Nigeria at large. My husband, my love, if you say this, I love you dearly. In short, I pray all men support their wives as much as you have supported me. And my children, thank you for your sacrifices. So in everything, it just shows that sometimes it's good to put the institutions to test. We can't cow down in the face of injustice. No one is more Nigerian than us. Senator Akpabiole is not more of a senator than I am. He's not a governor of this place. And he treated me as if I was his servant or I was a domestic staff in his house. It's very unfortunate that at this time, after so many years of democracy, we would have a National Assembly be run by such dictatorship. It's totally unacceptable. As for me, I'm glad to be here. And even though we have been illegally suspended, no day have I hesitated in effectively carrying out my duties as a senator of Kogi Central to the very best of my capacity. I have never, no day went by without me looking out for opportunities, either in terms of bringing infrastructure or projects to my people, and even jobs wherever I could, because I didn't want them to suffer, the neglect and the vacuum that was created by this injustice. So I thank people like Auntie Obi, Esikwesili, Sister Aisha, Mama P, Peter The Rock, and many others, Dr. Abiola, Yemi of Enough is Enough, Uncle Femi Falana. I mean, men and Nigerians I can't even call. I mean, I've read your posts. His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, His Excellency Sarah Key. I mean, many people who have lent their voices. Thank you. And even political parties, Labour Party, ADC, I saw their statements, and my beloved PDP. Thank you so much for standing up. Nigerian Bar Association, Nigeria Labour Congress. I mean, a whole lot of voices. It just pulled through, and I think that's the pressure that the Senate President saw and realized that, you know what, he just can't keep pushing against the will of the people. Yeah, and the media, thank you for being fair. Thank you. Even though at the time I did observe 3 months ago there was some silence, and I understand sometimes intimidations can come, and you all have families to cater for, and unfortunately we are at a country today whereby pretty much lives mean nothing. So I don't blame you, members of the media, who at a particular time withheld publishing facts as they happen. But I just want to let Nigerians know that the future is bright. We just can't give up our hopes. Our democracy is evolving, and I trust that every day leading into 2027, we will be able to put out actions that will be worthwhile, because patriotically we have a country to save. Thank you all so much for your love and support.
So she fought a good fight, yeah? Or she is fighting a good fight. Enough that probably Akpabiole would have to keep dealing with her, at least from now on until the year 2027, So, but let's leave Natasha and move a little bit to Rat. Just yesterday, the Ronokus were having, what's that called again? Temper tantrum. Simply because Peter Obi wished Rat a happy birthday and then reacted to our birthday kind of like wishes that if you, instead of you buying her anything for her birthday, he would love you to put the money in a designated bank account, and the money will be used, only realized will be used to complete the Nigeria's National Library in Abuja. So the actions followed like, man, you are not somebody who is just like a private person. Your husband is the president of the country. He has budgeted twice more than like 10 billion naira for the same National Library that was never spent. Like, what was that? So Obi said, we are finished. Now that we are finished is what triggered them, right? And he was kind of referring to the fact that Nigeria has money to buy, private presidential jets, buy yachts, spend money on cars, houses for public officials. That if things have gotten this so bad enough that Nigeria have to, or the first lady of Nigeria had to like raise money to complete National Library, that's a shame. That was his reaction, among many others. Anyway, Rat has come out to tell us that, it doesn't really matter anymore. People heeded a call, and she raised a substantial amount of money. 20.5 billion naira raised in just 1 week. So she made the announcement, just so people know that, whatever you feel doesn't really matter anymore. The money is here. So she would then go on and complete the National Library. The fund is called RAD Education Fund. Something like that. That's the name. Remi Tifnumbu Education 65th Education Fund. 65th birthday education. What am I even saying? Anyway, I shall understand that money raised because of her 65th birthday. She didn't want any party or gift. Just give me money to fix the National Library. And she told us she's got what she wanted. Now we can now look out for a brand new National Library, right? And then we can put this behind us after all.
So we have 20,456,188,924 kobo, and it's still growing. Trust me, it is still growing. This.
Do you understand? So we actually really grow to God knows how many other billions. Do you know that that 20 billion raised, obviously from themselves, all right? That 20 billion raised is even more than the monthly allocation to the entire allocation to states like Ogun State. That's a lot of money, right? That's a lot of money. And this is coming from, you know what I mean? It's not coming from you, ordinary people. You know what I'm talking about. It's coming from those who have already sought a favor or benefited from this largesse, jamboree, and the rest. Ministers, commissioners, governors, they are those who put the money there. If indeed there is 20 billion in that bank account. But yeah, maybe they can do more than just fixing the National Library. I don't know. Like steal the public fund and then use part of it to do charity. And that's a very good thing. Yeah? Now, more we'll leave that a bit. We are still in Abuja. Okay. Last night, the full borough met with Tifnumbu. I want to believe officially for the first time since he was suspended. And according to him, he just came to say thank you and also to reassure Tifnumbu that the peace is managed to help them secure in River State shall be permanent because he has finally settled with his principal. That's what he called them with the wiki. His principal. That moment here.
Good night, or whatever is good about it. I'm seeing. So how are you? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice.
I just finished a brief meeting with Mr. President. I'm here to say thank you, especially for his intervention. We all knew what was happening in River State, the political tension in River State, and if he had not intervened timely, nobody knows what would have happened in the state. And for me, it was saving the situation. I'm here after the lifting of the suspension to appreciate him and also tell him we're ready to hit the ground running. For the state, I believe that my coming back after the lifting of the suspension is a new and stronger hope for our people, because the government is a government about the people. It's a government that believes in peace. So our working is not just for the people, but also with all the parties, the assembly members, the National Assembly members, elders, everybody this time around are working for the betterment of our dear states.
àmọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ gbé kalẹ̀ yìí ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tí ọpọlọ rẹ̀ yòrò tàbí ẹni tí Ọlọ́run fi síbi aláṣà àwọn ọpọlọ rẹ̀ bí ọpọlọ ikú ó jọ ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tọpọlọ rẹ̀ ò tó nǹkan rárá tàbí ètò wà ń bẹ kó má tiẹ̀ wúlò má rárá àmọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ gbé kalẹ̀.
So that's a full barrel. So to go and say thank you, I mean, that is not out of place, is it? Right? To go and say thank you, sir. I have learned my lesson. Okay? I will never get out of the line anymore. Okay? So that's the reassurance you need, sir. I just came here to give it to you, sir. Thank you. It's not out of place, is it? It's expected. Understanding all that transpired in the last 1 year at least in Rivers State. Wike is on a winning streak, by the way, like politically, corruptly, and even when it comes to this nepotism of a thing, as well as the impunity, the abuse of power, the brazen abuse of power that you see on display every now and then. It's like he's on a winning streak. However, he assured his audience in Abuja today on why he's unbothered. The only person that could complain about what he is doing, it's not you. It will be his appointer. That's the word he used, my appointer, which is Tifnumbu. Yeah, he was somewhere in Abuja where he went to commission the plan to build 300 bed hostel for law students in Abuja, law school rather, in Abuja, and then construct the road that will link the place and all that stuff, sha. So he was talking about that in Abuja. And also, by the way, his son, Jordan, is getting called to bar. So he's going to be a lawyer and possibly become a judge, like his mom. So we saw with Wike today as well, when he was filing out with the, what do they call them? League of Benchers. Now that's League of Nigeria, Senior Law, blah, blah. I don't know. But League of Benchers, they are very, very much like prominent when it comes to, the judiciary, the legal profession and all that in that contraption. Wike is one of them. An influence that is believed so he has exploited so well. And having money plus that is like unstoppable. Now let's first stop in Abuja. Yeah, it's Jordan and his power with a Wike. Then Jordan and his mom. What's her name again? Vladabi. No. Here with a Wike as a member of the League of Benchers in Nigeria.